Hello and welcome to Real Live in the UK. My name is James and I am delighted to be your activity guide today. Hopefully you can see and hear me clearly because today I'm going to take you on a beautiful tour around the city in Bath. First of all, a little bit about me in case you haven't joined the live tour previously. I am from London in the UK, but I have been living in a city called Bath for the last 4 years. I am working at a university now, and previously I worked as an English teacher in Japan, Thailand, and China. So, enough about me. Now I want to give you an overview of the class today. So today we're going to start with a city walk, and I am going to take you to some of the grandest streets in the UK. We are going to start with looking at the circus, then I'm going to take you on the city walk to the Royal Crescent, and finally Royal Victoria Park. As we go along, we're going to also do some discussion about keywords, vocabulary, and I'll share some history about the area too. After that, we're going to do the real activity, where we're going to talk about working from home versus working at the office. And I would love to hear from you about which you prefer. And I will share my feelings too. So we've got lots to cover today, and I've got lots to show you. So before we begin, let me ask you that question that I always like to start with. Are you willing to stick till the end of the class today? Tell me, absolutely, 100%, possibly, 70%, or perhaps 50%. Okay, I'm going to count down from 3 here, guys. 3, 2, 1. Answers in, please. Okay, it looks like most of you are possibly or definitely going to stick around. So let's do it. It's time, guys, for the city walk. Let's go. So we're going to start by showing you my view here on the circus. So the first street we're starting at today is the circus. And as you can see, it's all this kind of goldy Bath stone color you might have been used to if you joined the other live tours we've done together. If you look at the view, you can see it's this circular shape. So if you look there, the street is quite unique in that it is an absolute circle. If we go around like this, I'll give you the full view as we walk. As you can see, it's a quite unique street. Hopefully you can see that quite clearly. And as we go along, I'll tell you some more fun facts about the circus. Some more fun facts about the circus. So to start with, it's a circular shape, like I said, and it's the exact same circumference as the Stonehenge. Do you guys know Stonehenge? Is that famous in Korea? Have you heard of Stonehenge before? Let me know if you have, because this is the exact same circumference as Stonehenge, which means the outer circle size, diameter, is exactly the same as Stonehenge, which is around 40 minutes from where we are now. This is because the person who built the circus was a stonemason, John Wood the Elder. John Wood the Elder is the same person who built most of the city of Bath. And as a stonemason, he was very into Stonehenge. And so he based the circumference of the circus on the exact diameter, on the exact size outline of Stonehenge. Now you might be thinking, it's a strange name for a street, the circus. It's an unusual name for a road. And the name actually comes from Latin. So, oh, you've heard of it, good. Some people have already heard of Stonehenge, that's good. That's a good start. Does anyone know what a circus is? Any guesses? So the name of the street comes from the circus, the word circus. If anyone know what a circus is? If not, don't worry, because actually, oh, Sorry. So there are different meanings for circus. Many of you might know the circus with the clown, which you might find elephants dancing and animals. But actually, the word circus comes from Latin. It comes from Latin, and the meaning is simply circle. So today you have learnt a new word, circus, which is a Latin word for circle. And that is why the street is exactly a circle in diameter. We look this way, exactly a circle. Okay, so luckily we have some sunshine here today. I know what you're thinking. It should always be cloudy in the UK, but it is sunny. It's cloudy yet sunny. So here we've got the three buildings. So if you look here, I'm going to stop in the middle. So if you come here at Christmas time, actually we have Christmas carols that take place here. So we have a live band playing Christmas songs in the middle, and hundreds of people gather around and sing Christmas songs. As you can imagine, it's very atmospheric in the winter time at Christmas because of the kind of Christmassy vibe or atmosphere to this street. And as you can see, there's three buildings here, three blocks, shall we say. Here is one. Then if we turn this way, there is another. And then the final block is just over here in the far corner, which hopefully you can see, which makes up the third block or the third building of the circle. And so this means the circus is completely circular. I don't believe there's any street like this in the UK. It is very unique. And as I mentioned, the circumference is identical to Stonehenge. So if you ever come to Bath to visit, which I recommend you do, you can impress your friends with that fun statistic, or that fun fact, should I say. Because many people who live in Bath don't even know that. It's only for those who really know. So let's have a quick pause. So we've seen the circus here, and I want to now just double check your comprehension, just to make sure that you have been following closely. So I'm going to pop this down, and I'm going to ask you a quiz question, guys. So, considering its shape and design, what is the meaning of the circus? You've got three options here, gang. It's A, a triangle, B, a circle, or C, the earth. Okay, three options, and I'm going to count down from 3. If you got it correct, guys, and I think you all did, just give us a thumbs up in the comments. Give us a big thumbs up if you got it correct, so we can give you that applause that you deserve too. It is a circle. So it is a circle. So the shape and design of the circus is a circle. Peace out, man. Peace. Love it. Perfect. We've got thumbs up, peace and thumbs up. Nice. That's it, guys. Well done. So what we'll do now, we'll continue on this journey. We're going to head down this way now to one of the other most famous streets in the UK, certainly in the city of Bath, called the Royal Crescent. So I'm going to show you another street you might recognise if you are familiar with any English period dramas. Many of them have been filmed on this street. And I'm liking the emoji choices here, guys. We've got a clown, we've got a winky face. If you guys have any questions at all that you would like to ask me as we go, please do let me know, because yeah, that's what I'm here for. I'm here to show you the UK, but also if you have any questions, if there's anything you see you want to know more about, just ask me in the comments. Here we've got, by the way, you might notice that in Bath, in this city, because it's a bit of a posh city, the lampposts are a little bit posh too. If you look here, you can see the design is a bit fancier than usual. So often you'll see this style a bit fancier than the normal lamp posts you get in the UK. So you wouldn't see this style of lamppost in most cities. It's quite unique actually in its style, because Bath is a posh city, which means slightly elegant and expensive. Right guys, let's keep it going. I'm very glad that it's sunny today, but it does mean that it's quite busy too. Let's have a look. Many people come who are tourists. Yeah, posh is the word of the day there, guys. Posh. So posh is very common in British English, and it just means elegant, expensive, fancy. It's a good word to know if you ever come here. Give me an example. What can be posh? So for example, I would say the Queen of the UK is posh. Or you could say, I went to a posh restaurant last week to celebrate my anniversary. You can use posh, the adjective posh, in many different scenarios, different circumstances. It just means fancy and expensive. Here we are. If you look here, I'm not sure how clearly you can see this, but we are here. And the circus is where we came from, just down here. And we're now heading up the way, all the way up to here, the Royal Crescent, which is where we'll be heading next. And then we'll be sitting in the Royal Victoria Park, having a chinwag, having a conversation. Oh, what does it say there? The current Queen Elizabeth has a posh accent. Exactly, good example there. Queen Elizabeth II, who is the current Queen of the UK, has a very posh English accent. That's a very good example. If you can think of any more examples of how to use this common adjective posh, put them in the comments, guys. Put them in the chat. I'm trying to stay out of the sunshine because I burn very easily. I get sunburnt and go red, which is never very good for my skin. So I am very English. I have to stay out of the sun as much as possible. Okay, here we go, guys. We're coming up now to the Royal Crescent. Coming up to the Royal Crescent, and you can see in this fancy looking telephone box, again, fancier than usual. If you look inside, you can see there, if you can read it, the Royal Crescent. Built 1767 to 1775, one of the finest examples of 18th century architecture in England. Ooh, ooh la la. Let's go, let's do it. So up here, we've got the Royal Crescent. Now, if you've seen any sort of, as I said, period dramas, Downton Abbey, Bridgerton, to name but few, you will definitely recognize this street, because this street is extremely famous and has been made popular in many period dramas as perhaps one of the finest roads in the UK. So let's show you it, guys. Hopefully you can see it clearly. And this is the Royal Crescent. The Royal Crescent. Not sure how clear that is. Sometimes when there's lots of people. So here you can see the Royal Crescent. And what does it mean, crescent? Well, the Royal Crescent is a row of 30 houses, 30 terraced houses laid out in a crescent shape. The crescent shape is half moon shape. If you think of a half moon, that is a crescent shape. So crescent is just the name of a shape. You've got circle, which is obviously what we saw earlier, and now we've got the crescent, the Royal Crescent. So this was actually built, as we just saw, in the 1700s, and it was designed by the architect John Wood the Elder. So the same person who built the circus and who built most of the city also built this street here, John Wood the Elder. However, there is a sad story, because John Wood the Elder died halfway through building this street. So halfway through building this magnificent street, John Wood the Elder died. So the architect died, but his son, who was imaginatively named John Wood the Younger, finished the job. So it was actually built by a father and son, this street. Hello there, hi. Just give a bit of history on the Royal Crescent.
I used to live there.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Do you have any fun facts? Is it okay to this is a live stream for people who want to see more about Bath. Do you still live on the street now?
No, I lived here for 30 years.
Yes.
And I moved about 2.5 years ago.
Where did you move to?
Bradford-on-Avon.
Oh yeah, nice.
Which is a beautiful little town.
Yes.
Now, when I moved, I thought I must find somewhere like this, or have a little history like this.
Yeah.
Well, when I was down the coast, my buddy and I, he bought a little beach house. Wasn't little, it was a huge garden,
right,
which I helped him, and it ran into the sea.
Nice.
So I helped him with the garden because I was into gardening, you see.
Right.
And Poundbury was not very far away.
Right.
Now, Poundbury's architect, who around Queen Square, was Ben Petrie.
Right.
Now, Ben Petrie is designed the complex that I'm in now.
Right. Okay. Nice.
And it's neo-Georgian, and it is a very beautiful little estate.
Right.
The gardens and all are looked after, or everyone's nice distance away, and they all got wall gardens.
Nice.
And
so,
yeah,
it looks like this then, would you say?
Well, it's got that Georgian look.
The Georgian look, yeah, that's true. You can't beat it.
Yeah, you can't.
No.
It's beautifully laid out.
Really?
Anyway.
Where did you live on here? Which was it?
Number 24.
Number 24. Wow.
Which is a very wide door there.
Right.
With the
down that way.
Straps coming down on above it. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
There.
Oh yes.
See the lamppost?
Yeah. I see. Just behind there.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, nice location. Nice view.
Oh, we did.
Over the park.
Yeah. It was lovely.
Oh.
Lovely.
And it's good to come back.
We used to have drinks and things like that on days like this.
Yeah.
All sat outside.
In your private grass.
Yeah.
Your picnic.
And I used to belong to the Royal Crescent Club.
Wow.
Which was in the centre.
So do many people live here still?
Oh yeah.
Oh really? I always think they look quite empty, the houses, but maybe.
Oh. If you see my place, it looks quite empty.
Oh, really?
Everyone with a bit of money, they're all working to
keep it look. Yeah, maybe simple is fashionable.
Yeah, and it looks better when there's not too many people around.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. So, oh, nice.
I tell you, the whole time I was here, for 30 years, every time I walked up, if I was in town or anything, I came up. Just come round the corner. Yeah. Breathtaking.
Every time. Never gets tired.
You never get tired of this.
No, it's true.
It is beautiful.
I was just explaining it's the most beautiful street in the UK. Would you agree?
I would say.
I mean, London has nice streets, but this has something special. Yeah. And I'm glad you agree.
There's little underneath the streets, underneath the pavements.
Yeah.
There's arches and things like that.
Yeah, hidden away. You've got like little secret.
Yeah, and there's courtyards.
Yeah.
Then below the courtyards, some of them have another space underneath that.
So it just keeps on going on.
They're wine cellars.
Really?
Things like
Probably
that.
used to be where the servants lived, I imagine, at some point.
No, the servants usually live up
the top.
Because they come down a little stairs and things like that. Every one is different.
Oh, unique. Oh.
The outside looks the same.
Yeah.
You go into the hall, everyone's different. Staircases, some have lifts now and things like that. But it is a very beautiful.
Can I join your conversation?
Oh,
I was watching you from over there. Hello.
Hello.
I seem to be a no for a lot.
He does. He used to live here.
Oh, that's right.
A beacon of knowledge.
I was just sitting there and I thought, wow, you know what you're doing.
I was just filming. I'm doing a live stream. This is live. Yeah.
You were recording yourself telling them.
I was doing both. There's people watching, listening to this conversation right now in Korea.
I'm from Mexico.
Oh, you're from Mexico. Hi.
They've been listening to me.
For both of us. You've been listening to your knowledge. It's been shared across the
Oh
world.
my goodness.
It has. There you go. Modern technology. Give us a wave. There we go. Thank you so much for sharing your information.
Yes.
Take care. Thank you.
Thank you.
Cheers. Okay, let's go. Let's go. So there we go. We got. Sometimes you get chatting with people. Anyway, so there we go. We learned that people still live here. I learned that too because I thought it was mainly just empty houses now. This is one of the greatest types of architecture, you'd say, in the UK, or according to that gentleman, the greatest. So he was actually living in a house just down the far end over there. So anyway, this is the Royal Crescent. And I think what we've seen there is that this street is the shape of a moon. And some say that the circus is the matching sun. So you have the sunshine and then you have the moon together. So the circus and the Royal Crescent sit next to each other for that reason. Okay, this is where we're going to head to next, guys. So if you look round, so this is where we are. The Royal Crescent is just there, where we're standing right now. And then we're going to go down to this part. You see here, many people are relaxing on the grass. Perhaps some of them are working, others are just having a picnic, and so on. So quick quiz, guys. Quick quiz before we go down to the Royal Park. Which of these is not true about the Royal Crescent? Which of these is not true about the Royal Crescent? A, it looks like a crescent. B, it is a row of 30 terraced houses. Or C, it is totally closed to the public now. Let's have a look. What have you gone for? 3, 2, 1. The answer was, in fact, it was a difficult one because I think I mentioned it very briefly. But the answer was actually C, it is totally closed to the public now. So it does look like a crescent. And it is a row of 30 houses. But as we learnt, it is open to the public. And the gentleman we just spoke to actually lived here until very recently. So, and he was saying how it's open to the public. There's a hotel and there's actually an afternoon tea room here. And also it is a place where people live. The general public can buy flats here. Maybe you can buy a flat here too. It's probably quite expensive though. Anyway, guys, we're now heading towards the final destination, which, as I said, is down to the park just opposite the Royal Crescent. So we're going to head this way now. So we're now heading down to the park, Royal Victoria Park. And it's pretty busy. When it's a sunny day like today, you will find many people coming to the park to enjoy the grass and the beautiful view. So this park was actually opened around 200 years ago in 1830 by 11-year-old Princess Victoria. So at the time, this is the Queen Victoria's great-grandmother. She came here as an 11-year-old child. So it was actually opened by the future Queen. And so that's why it carries her name, Royal Victoria Park. In the UK, you'll find there are a number of parks that have royal in the name or that are owned by the royal family. Much of the UK is actually still owned by the Queen or the Queen's family today. Here we go. And the park is looking busy. So I'm not mad, I promise. I was talking to the camera, that's all. I get. Oh no, it wasn't me, I promise. So here we are, this is the Royal Victoria Park. And you can see many people here are basking in the sun. Well, some of the sunshine that's still here, and enjoying the view of the crescent just over that way too. See, so if you ever do visit, it's a great place to have some drinks, some snacks, some food, and enjoy the sunshine whilst it lasts. So these guys, you could say, are basking in the sun. What does it mean, basking in the sun? What it means is enjoying the sunshine. So when you lie in the sun and you enjoy the warmth, you enjoy the sunshine, you can say, I'm basking in the sun. You bask is to enjoy something indulgently. So you over-enjoy it, almost like you're over-enjoying it. You're really enjoying it so much, you can say, I'm basking in it. Basking in the sun. Particularly in the UK, when it's rarely sunny, we really do need to enjoy the sunshine whilst it lasts. Around this park as well, you will find there are a number of attractions. So this is the main green part where people will sit and have barbecues and enjoy the weather and enjoy each other's company, I suppose. But around here, there are many attractions too. So nearby, we have, for example, tennis courts, bowling, we've got skateboard ramp, and we've got things like a golf course, a mini golf course too. So there are lots. Oh, there's a dog. No? That's all right, no worries. Yeah, so there are lots of attractions such as that here in this area. It's actually a huge park. This is just the beginning of the park, and it actually goes on for quite some journey, some distance. But this is probably the most popular spot because of the view over there, the crescent. So if you do come here, you can check out the attractions like the skate ramp, the bowling, the mini golf. And in the winter time as well, we have ice skating nearby. So there's lots you can do here. Oh, and also in the summertime, there is a music festival and there are concerts here, right here in front of the crescent, right at this area. We have musicians, I think Michael Bublé, if you've ever heard of him, a Canadian singer, is coming this summer, I believe. So this is probably, in the city of Bath, the main meeting point for many people. As you can probably see here, even though it's only a Wednesday afternoon, it's already quite busy. If you come here on a Saturday, it's rammed, full of people. So, guys, here we have it. This is actually a bandstand as well. You can see down this way. This kind of sheltered area with a stage is often where smaller bands might play, and it was actually built 200 years ago. So this has always been, this place straight ahead has always been there to allow the general public to listen to live music. It's called a bandstand in English, a bandstand. Okay, guys. So let's do a quiz. Let's head over to the bandstand, and I'm going to hit you with some questions. Well, the main question is, let's just find some nice shaded area to protect my delicate, sensitive skin. Oof. I wonder if we can go onto the bandstand stage. I'm not sure. I think you cannot. But here we go. We can see it a bit more closely, hopefully. Okay, guys, here's the quiz question. Let's do it right by the bandstand stage. So, the question is, I think, let's get some shade over there. So the question is coming up very soon. Whew. It's a hot day today. Right, we're in some shade. And I think the network connection, I'm losing it. So I'm going to try to find a better spot. The problem with living in the UK is that the connection can be bad, not like in Korea. So I'm going to try to head back towards this way where I think there was slightly better connection to hit you with the quiz. Keep on walking. Here we go. Hopefully it starts to clear up soon. Whew. Let's head towards some of the facilities. And whilst I'm trying to get some connection, I can also show you the different things you can do in the city. So like I mentioned, in the area, sorry. We've got the bandstand, there's tennis, bowling, and close by as well, we've got a putting green, which is really for older people, where you can practice your putting and putting only. People having a laugh. Okay, let's head this direction. So right now we're heading just behind the park, aiming to find signal in this backwater. So hopefully you can still hear me as we walk through this nice peaceful pathway, and we will hopefully reach civilization again, where we will have stronger connection to the internet. Here in the UK, we still only have 4G, so it's a struggle at times to connect. But when I visited Seoul, I realized how quick the internet can be. I think one day we will catch up with the internet in South Korea. we are, yes, I'm here. Hopefully you have not left or fallen asleep. Back to the quiz, guys. The quiz question, which I have been building suspense for during the technical issues, was choose the one of that is not true about Royal Victoria Park. A, it has many attractions, such as a skateboard. B, it is in front of the Royal Crescent. And C, the park is owned by John Wood, the architect we have spoken about today, who designed the Royal Crescent and more. One of these is not true, guys. I'm going to give you 3 seconds. 2 seconds. 1 second. And action. Most of you got it correct. Good work, guys. If you said the park is owned by John Wood the Elder, you get the point. Give us a thumbs up, give us a smile, give us a heart, give us whatever emoji you wish. An umbrella would work. So actually, it does have many attractions. It has the bowling alley, it has the ice rink, it has lots you can do. And it is also in front of the Royal Crescent, which we saw earlier. The only thing that it isn't true is that it's owned by John Wood the Elder. In fact, it used to be owned by the Queen, but now it's a local council park. It's a local government park. So it's not owned by John Wood the Elder. Whew. Whew. Well done, guys. I'm loving the emojis as well. Half moon is the perfect emoji. Heart, umbrella, yes. Good. I like your imagination, particularly the crescent. The crescent of the moon is perfect for now. So guys, we're now going to do the real activity. Okay, so it's time for the real activity. Let's go. So in today's activity, I want us to talk about working from home. Working from home and the benefits, the pros and cons of working from home versus working in an office. Okay, so I'd love to hear from you guys, as well as I'll share my own opinions on this. So first of all, WFH, which means working from home, we often nowadays use, particularly since COVID. I'm not sure about you guys, but in the UK, since 2020, many people have been working from home. So many people have been WFHing, you could say in slang terms, as an initialism. So are you guys WFH or are you working in the office? Give me an example in the comments, guys. Oh, give me an example in the comments. Have you been working from home, WFH, or in the office? I'd love to know in the comments what's the truth for you. Or maybe WFH, really, working from home. SMB's been working from home. I have been working from home due to COVID. Yeah, me too. I prefer, my husband usually works from home and I'd love to because we are still newlyweds. Congratulations, Al Steele. Congratulations to you. Hopefully you can work from home too and spend precious moments together. But you can always spend time in the evenings, if not. That's lovely. I prefer working from home. Well, recently in the UK as well, people have started to adopt like a hybrid working style. So recently in the UK, many companies are allowing a hybrid working style. So hybrid is a mixture of working from home and working in the office. So it's a mixture of both. So these days it's very popular to perhaps go into the office 2 days a week and work from home 3 days a week. Is this something you guys are familiar with? Is it something you guys do? Perhaps you have a hybrid working style. Hybrid, which means a mixture of 2 things or more. Hybrid. So I would say, for example, my company is about to start a hybrid working style. My company is about to start a hybrid working style. So from next week, actually, I have to go to the office 2 days a week. And since lockdown, I have been going in no days a week. I have been completely working from home and loving it. But now I'm going to have to go into the office 2 days a week. So we would call this a hybrid working style or hybrid working system. Dream, you too. You go. Do you have to go into the office 2 days a week, 3 days a week? What's the norm? Yep, I am having a hybrid style now. My company allows people to work from home 3 days a week. Okay, same as my company. 3 days in, no, 2 days in, and then 3 days working from home. That's a nice balance, actually. That's probably as good as we can expect. So do you guys, it would be good to know later whether you actually prefer working from home. Sometimes I feel like when I'm working from home, you work like a dog. You work like a dog. So when you're working from home, do you feel like you're working more than usual or less? So if you work like a dog, it means you work very hard. So you might find that actually, although you're at home, because there's no distractions, because you're having to, you know, only focus on your emails, on your work, you actually work harder and you work for longer too. So let me know, you guys, whether you do the same, whether you find you're actually working harder, you're working like a dog, or when you work from home, it's actually more relaxed. I don't know. I think one thing I have found is that when I'm working from home, I do work harder, but also that I have more screen time. I'm more relaxed. Love it. SMB. Do you? I don't know. I feel like because your office is in your house, your work is always waiting for you. But maybe I'm just thinking too deeply about it. But definitely I feel like I have seen an increase in screen time. So screen time is where you look at the screen for too long. So screen time is what you call it when, what you call it when you're looking at the screen for too long. So screen time. So you see, when you work from home, maybe there is an increase in screen time. It's all happening. Let's get moving. Okay, guys, we're going to move on from this. So I want to move on to today's expression because this is a little bit hectic around here, a little bit wild at the moment. So I want to teach you my first expression for today related to working from home. So the first expression is one of my favorites, beavering away. Beavering away. I love an animal phrasal verb. One of my favorite things, and there are hundreds. But beavering away is a good one to mean working hard, working tirelessly, working in a very active and energetic way. So if you are studying very hard, or if you are working very hard, you can say, I am beavering away at work, or I am beavering away at home. Or you could say, I am beavering away at my studies. How about you guys? How about you guys? Do you find that you are often beavering away? Or do you find that you're actually quite a chilled out person and you don't beaver away much? You like to take it easy and relax. Practice on the chats and let me know. When, if ever, do you beaver away and what do you beaver away at? Let me know in the chats, guys. I'm really trying to beaver away at your English class. Love it. Good job. Good job. I beaver away at home too. Nice. What are you beavering away at home with? Are you beavering away at home at? Is it at your studies, at your English studies, or is it at work? I'm beavering at home with work. Perfect. But don't beaver away too hard. Take it easy. Relax. Right, guys, let's do a quiz on this. Let's do the quiz. How do you say it? Let me just find a nice spot. How can you say when Susan works very actively and in an energetic way, what would you say? Would you say A, wow, she's beavering away at her work? Or would you say B, wow, she is basking in the sun? 3, 2, 1. Almost all of you got that correct. The correct answer was definitely A. You could say, wow, she is beavering away at work. And if any of you don't know what a beaver is, I would encourage you to go and Google beaver. There's lots of wild beavers in the UK. Anyway, enough about beavering. Next one, today's expression is cabin fever. Cabin fever. And sometimes when you are working from home, perhaps, when you stay inside for too long, you get cabin fever. I get cabin fever from working from home, or I get cabin fever when working from home. Now, we would say this whenever you stay inside for too long and you start to feel claustrophobic, a little bit closed in, like you want to get outside quickly. You can say that. You can say, I'm getting cabin fever. I'm going to go outside and get some fresh air. Okay. So cabin fever is often something you get when staying inside. I'm not beavering away at home because there is no one watching me. Perfect. The perfect employee. Okay, so guys, I just want to very quickly ask you, I want to get you guys involved, and I want to ask you the pros and cons of working from home. So I would say getting cabin fever is one of the cons for working from home. So one of the negative points. So because you feel like a little bit trapped, like you're not moving around enough. Okay. So I want to ask you whether there are other cons of working from home. Anything else you think, that's a negative about working from home. So a con from working from home. So we're looking at pros or cons of working from home. Good points or bad points. Okay. So quick question. Quick question on this one. What are the possible cons of working from home? So what do you think are the possible cons of working from home based on what we very quickly spoke about just then? Is A, you don't have to commute to work. B, you can have a flexible schedule. Or C, some people can get cabin fever working from home. What do you think, guys? What do you think is the possible con? 3, 2, 1. Wow, this is quite a mix. So I think it's interesting. I would say the answer is C. Some people can get cabin fever at home because that's a negative. I would argue commuting is a negative. So the fact you don't have to commute to work is a positive. It's a pro. So the fact you don't have to commute to work when you're working from home is actually, I would say, a positive, a pro. Unless you like commuting, then you're crazy. And the second one, you have a flexible schedule. I would again say that's a positive. You don't have to work 9 to 5. You can, work anytime you like. Although you've just said, I get cabin fever when working at my company. Yeah, that's a good point. Maybe if your office is small or there's too many people in your office, it's possible to get cabin fever there too. That's a good point. Nice. So we covered a lot there in a short space of time. So let's jump in for the final survey now, because we're just coming to the end. I'm just going to show you my view one more time of where we are right now, guys. So as we look at this beautiful surrounding, my beautiful view, I'm going to ask you a quick question. Do you prefer to work from home or at the office? Do you prefer to work from home or at the office? Choose your answers on the poll, guys. And it's either I prefer to work from home or I prefer to work from the office or work at the office. 3, 2, 1. Oh, it's quite mixed. Most people prefer to work from home, but surprisingly, some of you also like to work from the office. So it's a mixture. I can spend my time that's true. So it's more flexible. It's easy to be lazy at home. I don't know if that's a positive or negative. I guess some people like to be lazy, other people do not. So I will leave you guys to think about that. But it's interesting that some of you do still prefer working in the office. I would love to know why, if we had more time. But yeah, I definitely prefer working from home, for sure. It's more flexible, you have your own kind of schedule, and there's no commute. Perfect. Right, quick review, guys. Where did we go today? Well, where did we go? We started at the circus, which was the famous street that is a circular shape and is the same circumference as Stonehenge. We then had a nice leisurely stroll to the Royal Crescent, where we spoke to that gentleman who used to live on the Royal Crescent and told us some history of the street. We then went down to the lovely Royal Victoria Park, where we relaxed and we saw people having picnics, and we discussed working from home. We discussed working from home, and we discussed getting cabin fever, the pros and cons of working in the office versus working at home. And then we also finally thought briefly about, what you guys thought about that as well, about working from home. So guys, last poll, if we may. The last poll, if we may. Did you accomplish your mission today? Let us know now. Get your votes in, guys. Get your votes in. We're going to go 3, 2, 1. That's good enough for me. Mission accomplished. Good work. Despite the technical blips, we've done it, guys. We've made it through. And so everyone who accomplished your mission, give us a thumbs up. Give us a heart. Give us a crescent in the comments. And I'm getting sunburnt for you guys. I'm getting burnt for you guys, so I hope you are happy. Yes, loving the party in the comments. So, just before I go, I just wanted to say that next week we are going to the Cotswolds. We're going to a village called South Stoke, where we are going to enjoy the beautiful scenery. I'm going to introduce you to traditional, classic British countryside, and we're going to have some fun. So I will see you there. Until then, goodbye and have a lovely week.